all honor, all glory, all praises be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakal Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing his word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity. Shalom Akim. Now this video here is about abominations, man. This abominable acts that this woman here was committed. All right. And the scriptures clearly tell you, these are the things of the heathens. Okay, these are the acts that the heathens commit. This is why the Lord put that separation in between us. Also, too, when you go to Genesis chapter, I think that's Genesis chapter 11, they're always trying to, and Antiochus also, when you go into Maccabees, and Ezra chapter 4, you see that these people are always trying to link us up as one, trying to have that one world government, that one world people. But the Lord said no. He put a separation in between these peoples, okay, between these nations and us, okay, because these nations, they did all these abominable acts, man, okay. And still up to today, they're committing these abominable acts, doing all these treacherous things, okay? And then you 2/3 Israelites, you want to go follow after them, okay? You want to go join hand in hand with them, okay? But the Lord said, not so. You ain't supposed to be doing that, okay? Now, actually, I'll just play this video. Actually, I'll put this up first, okay? As you can see what it says here. Okay, this freak, hard slave queen shares her experience of sleeping with dog in Dubai. Okay, porta potty video. Okay, now the brother had shared this the other day. Okay, and I was gonna do the video right away, but sometimes things get in your way, and you understand. But I seen it I think it was yesterday, so I had arranged this video. But getting back to the topic at hand, okay, let's go into the video.
It's a dog.
Now listen what she's saying, man. She's trying to play it off as if, because she got those cool breezy millions, right? Or how much of her money she got. She's trying to play it off like, oh, it's all right, it's okay, it's cool,
Only slept with a dog. I did not kill somebody. You, in your life, you've done worse. And besides, have you seen 1.5 million naira before? Just...
I must say something as well. She's trying to compare sleeping with the dog, okay, to somebody, what, I mean, that act is abomination. It tells you in the scriptures that you should be killed for that act, okay? You should be put to death for that act, all right? Now, if you didn't sleep around with somebody's wife, if you didn't commit adultery, if you didn't sleep with an animal, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't commit those acts that are worthy unto death, what the fuck is this lady talking about? Okay? Because that action that she committed is like the prime at the top there, man. That's an action that's worthy of death. Shit, even if you had a lazy son, gluttonous, lazy, drinking, don't want to go work, what would you do? You go to the council, the elders, they take counsel, and all right, put his ass to death. What the law say? Bring him out, and, the congregation would stone his ass. Okay? So, yeah, there's things punishable unto death. And then there's, below them, where, the Lord might have mercy on you and forgive. Look, I told a lie. I lied to one of my brothers, lied to one of the Akim, I feel guilty about that. I have to confess my sins, Or, I went off on the Sabbath, you know what I mean? Like, I forgot today was the Sabbath, But she's comparing things like these acts, okay, to say is a norm, like normalize it. To say it's normal, you know, it's all right, it's cool. Jeez, on bridge, man.
Like as if it's a big deal. Huh? I only slept with a dog. I did not kill somebody.
You mean murder? Because kill and murder is two different things, man.
And mind you, I'm not infected nor anything. Do you get? So
Sounds like there's a dog in the background too. I don't know what's going on here. And then on top of that, she goes, you don't know if you got something. There was a woman in England, okay? You can check this shit out. Because when you type up what disease is, always that pops up. This woman slept with a dog, and the fluids exchanged, obviously. And then she died in the hospital. She got sick, went to the hospital. Her husband confessed. He got jail time. She died. So what the fuck are you talking about? Even in the scriptures, it tell you that all flesh is not the same, man. Birds consult to birds, dogs to dogs, fish to fish, man and woman. Okay? But these people are sick, man. Okay? And Esau Edom is the person who perpetuates these things, who lets these things happen. And is on top of that, he pushes it. He legalizes it. He said, all right, you can do it. You know, and this is why we tell you 2/3 Jakes. You gotta watch this guy. Okay?
and mind you, I'm not infected.
You hear that? I hear like a dog in the background, like she's chilling out with a
Just
dog.
like as if it's a big deal. Huh? I only slept with a dog. I did not kill somebody. And mind you, I'm not infected nor anything. Do you get? So stop dying on the matter. I'm enjoying the money.
You hear that? Stop dying on the matter. I'm enjoying the money.
Dying on the matter. So stop dying on the matter. I'm enjoying the money.
She's probably got another one lined up in the back.
Cruz. I was just catching Cruz. There's not any talk. My boy.
It says the lady that said she slept with a dog for so it was 1.2 million, 1.1 million. I don't know, after tax, whatever that may be. But yeah.
My friend just broke up with me. Help me beg my boyfriend.
Either she's doing this as a joke or really the man did leave her feeling, you know, ashamed and embarrassed, man. Because these type of acts are abominations, man. They're hey, you should be put to death. Okay? When she was saying before that, oh, it's, you know, all you guys had sinned before. Okay? Basically, that's what she's trying to say. All you guys had sinned before. You had done some kind of sin. All right, that's cool, but not worthy of death. Maybe, like I said, maybe, you know, a couple brothers or whoever before in their life before they came into the truth, you know, they may have done some kind of adulterous act, you know what I mean? And really, to tell you the truth, if you didn't get a virgin, you really kind of like committed adultery in a sense, because that's that man's, whoever her first guy that cut, split, opened her up, that's really her husband, okay? So in our past lives, meaning before we came into this truth, we may have committed certain things on that level there, but this act right here, okay, is something that's worthy of death, okay? And I'm not talking about this. I'm saying like if a brother had knowingly or unknowingly, before he came into the truth, slept with another man's wife, right? Or a woman, or whatever may be the case. Because you know how those rappers be, I took his woman, I fucked this gal, you know, that type of lifestyle, you know. But anyways, getting back to the topic at hand, we're going to get into the scriptures real quick. Just got to let this play out here. So whether she's joking or you know, this is real, like her boyfriend actually left her, you know, it's because you're committing abominations, man. Even some of them Hamites over there, they'll kill your ass for these type of acts, man. Okay?
Cruz, I was just catching Cruz. There's no any talk. My boyfriend just broke up with me. Help me beg my boyfriend. Please help me beg my boyfriend. I was catching Cruz.
Whether that's a joke and she's, because what she said before, stop dying over the matter. I'm good. I'm spend my money, So whether this is a clap back to, all those people, are, whether it's real or not, the fact remains she still slept with a dog, and they recorded it. Okay, reportedly they recorded it. Okay. So now your face is out there. Imagine she has kids, or imagine future wise. But we ain't gonna be in this bitch much too long. But future wise, she has kids. Okay, per adventure, she has kids and they grow up and they see that type of shit. Like, yo, this is your mom, eh? Or make them watch it first and then say, hey, that was your mom. Sick abominations, man. So let's get into these scriptures here. Okay, let's get into these scriptures because whether she was, in that last video, they're making fun of the situation by pretending to cry and say my boyfriend left me. So what? I got $1 million. I could go buy, 10 boyfriends. Whether she was making a joke of it in that situation is still a fucking abomination, man. And he's still gonna get put to death for it. So let's go into Sirach. Because these type of acts right here, you individuals just don't have that knowledge, wisdom, understanding, man. You're fucking lost. Okay? Really lost, man. Sirach chapter 19 and 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudency. Okay? So going into this scripture right here, yeah, you got to know how to do this in the world and know how to do that, but you better have the knowledge, wisdom, understand. You better have the fear of Yahweh Hashem Shai Slakia to understand that that's an abominable act. That's something that you're not supposed to commit. Okay? So the knowledge the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, man. That wasn't a wise move on her behalf. Okay? And, when she's sitting amongst her quote unquote girlfriends, and all those people who are that YOLO type of spirit, it's not wise to take counsel or advice from those type of people. Because there's no prudency with them. Okay? They can't foresee things. That's why in Proverbs it tells you that the righteous man foreseeth that evil and hide in himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Okay? And this could apply to that too. Because she was part of the simple. She didn't have the knowledge, wisdom, understanding from Yahweh Shem Shai to say, you know what? This ain't right, yo. I shouldn't be doing this, This is an abominable act, Let me, I'm feeling some type of way about this. Let me go seek wisdom from actual wise men. And the men of the Lord would have said, no, you don't commit that shit. That shit is an abomination. Here's the scriptures right here, and we're going to get into them, where your ass should be put to death. Okay? But guess what? What'd she do? Her girlfriend, quote-unquote girlfriends, friends, YOLO, she, and they all juiced up her mind. Yeah, it's only a dog. It's only a dog. How long is he going to last? Come on. It's only a dog. Come on. You done worse in your life, you see? You done worse things. But she must have not told him about the poop eating, okay? Because I think also there was another article reporting that she ate feces, poop. And a lot of all this shame is being uncovered, man. It's making Esau Edom beer, and the ones that are with Esau Edom, his counterparts, Okay, they're mean they are mean slack. They are being made uncovered. Okay, along with Esau, Edom, and we're seeing their wicked acts, their shame. Okay, because why? Look, somebody had also released a couple months back before this even came out that there is entertainers, celebrities that are going to Dubai, and I've heard this before, even before it came into the truth. Going to Dubai, and these rich Dubaians or whatever, they make them do all types of atrocity, all types of wickedness, all types of nasty acts. Okay, eating poop, drinking pee, peeing in their mouth, and all types of nastiness. You know, and why are they doing that? Because they're dealing with the wicked, man. You're dealing with wicked people. Okay, you're dealing with unjust people, man. So as Esau, Edom being exposed, so are they, because they join in hand with Esau, Edom. Okay, so that type of action there is not the right actions to be keeping. And when you go into Sirach 19:19, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. When you go into Baruch chapter 4:1, what does it tell you? Okay, when you keep this is the way of life. Okay, you don't want to keep these things, those are the ways of death. Okay, walking in this world, keeping up with the ways of this world, with the actions of this world, right? So you got to have the understanding within your mind that, look, those type of acts there that you're committing is of the world and are worthy of death. They're not of life. Okay? They're set on a sand, not on a stone. And besides, why would you commit that type of nasty action, man? You should know that, it's liable that you could catch something. Okay? Just like that dirty bitch that came on and said, oh, 10 reasons why you should sleep with an animal. These people are fucking lost, man. Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 27, an unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. So as you can see, our clean acts is an abomination to these people, and their abominable acts, okay, their dirty acts is abomination in the sight of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and us, okay, because it's not of righteousness, it's on the left hand side, it's of wickedness, okay, and we doing righteousness to them, that's an abomination. So they are truly, how you say it, Mrs. and Mr. can't get right, okay. So predominantly, why is all these things happening? It's because, let's go up to verse 16. Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 16, where the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. And that's right, we're going to see their fall, okay, as it is written. I was thinking about that scripture the other day. I saw as it was a sea mingled with fire and glass, if I'm not mistaken. Having the victory over our enemies, being able to see that. Also, too, in Psalms, it tells you, we shall laugh at them, okay? Roughly phrasing. So, all these wicked, abominable acts, these people are not going to get away with. And the reason why all these wicked, abominable acts is happening is because when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases. Also, too, in First Maccabee, what does it tell us too? That Antiochus, First Maccabee 1, wicked root came out, yep, and many evils were multiplied. Let me see, yep. And after his death, First Maccabee chapter 1 and 9, and after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. Okay, so when the wicked are multiplied, you know, that transgression, that evil, that wicked, it grows like a fungus. Okay, because for them way that, right? That's not our way. Okay, and let's see what Job has to say. So okay, let's see what Job has to say, because we already know. Okay, Job chapter 30 and verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained, I would have disdained have to have set with the dogs of my flock. Okay, Salaki, let me read that one more time. Why is it dim? But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the flocks, with the dogs of my flock. Salakia. So even Job said, don't let these motherfuckers near your animals, man. They'll fuck them, okay? They'll fuck your dogs, your cows, everything, okay? Your horses, whatever it may be, okay? It's on four legs, it's walking. They'll bang it, okay? So this is the wicked way of Esau, Edom, okay? The so-called white man and the so-called white woman, all right? And they thrive off of things like this, man. They get off on things like this, you know? So-called white man will be drinking a six-pack, looking at his woman, looking at his dog. She's looking at the dog, looking at him. Hey, babe, you want to take him for a little test run? You know how these people are, man. Sick, okay? Because the spirit, that's what? Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4, if I'm not mistaken. Let me get that real quick. Some may say this is a touchy subject, but hey, this is what the Spirit of the Lord wanted to bring out on these demons, because we expose their actions, man. These people in the church houses and whatnot, they wouldn't speak on these things, okay? And if they do, they try to, corral it all in one thing, Yeah, we know it's a sin, but guess what? It's a sin punishable unto death, man. Don't just try to lump it in all one box and, it's a sin. Pray to JC and he'll make everything good and, he'll forgive you. Now you're marked for death, okay? This woman and many other women, okay? I'm pretty sure if you ask Google, Wikipedia, who's the majority in the world that does these type of actions, it's going to come up as a so-called white man and white woman, okay? Esau, Edom. Now, let's get into this. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4. And we got to expose him, man. That's our job, And we got to get on our people, because the word says, to teach Israel, man. Speak these things unto them. Give them that, give them that reform. Give them that rebuke, okay? Habakkuk chapter 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith, right? And that's what we're doing. We're walking by faith, not by sight, right? Keeping these laws, statutes, commandments to the best of our ability, But going back into this, it's not upright in him, man. He's an unjust man. Does these wicked, abominable acts, man. Okay? And here it is. You got 2/3 of our people. Jeremiah chapter 2 and 33. Trimming their way to seek these motherfuckers' loves, man. Love. Okay? To do these nasty actions, man. As a matter of fact, what does it tell us in Psalms 106? The Apostle Elder was bringing this out the other day. And it's right on point, man. 35. Psalms 106. 106 in Park. I'm glad that shit is done, man. That fucking shit, man, that shit was terrible, man. Do they even still have BET? I don't know. I don't care. Psalms 106 and 35. But they were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. Yeah, you know. Let me continue. And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. So yeah, going into this, they're amongst the heathen and learn their actions, learn their ways, serving their gods. And a lot of these rituals that they do to these gods is having sex with animals. Okay? Goats and dogs and all types of, you know, like what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You know? Anyways, that particular action there is of the heathens. That don't belong in the house of Israel. Okay? That don't belong amongst Yashar Allah. Okay? But yet, you got 2/3 of our people following this following this beast, man, doing these type of abominable acts, man. Which Yahweh Shem Yahushai straightly commanded us not to do these type of things, man. Okay? Like that's seriously something that you don't do. Okay? You could clearly see that you're a human and this thing's an animal. Okay? For a man or a woman to say, you know what? Let me just go stick. Let me just go get a stick or a stick. No, man, you're following the ways of the heathens, man. Okay? Now, let's go to scriptures. Put your ass to death. Okay? Because you ain't supposed to be doing those abominable acts, man. That's horribly disgusting. Okay? Letting another type of flesh go inside of you. Okay? Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 23. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion. Okay? So you're not supposed to be doing no nasty thing like that, man. Okay? Because these heathens did these actions. Okay? As a matter of fact, let's get it right here. Verse 24, defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. See? So the nations were keeping up in these actions. The nations were committing these abominable acts, okay? And teaching them onto you, okay? Just like today, okay? Prime example, you want to go join the Alphabet Club? Yeah, YOLO spirit, man. Everything's all right. Everything's okay. YOLO spirit, man. YOLO. You know, you only live once. You know, it's all right. We could do that. You know, and guess what? If we're wrong, JC will forgive us. You know, that's bullshit, man. But anyways, continuing, and the land is defiled thereof. Therefore I do visit the iniquities thereof upon it, and the land itself vomiteth out her inhabitants. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations. See, neither any of your own nation, or any stranger that sojourneth among you. For all these abominations have the men of the land done, these different nations, right, which were before you, and the land is defiled, that the land spew not you out also, when ye defile it, as it spewed out the nations that were before you. So these nations that were before us in those lands, okay, they were committing all these abominations, killings, murderings, sacrificing the kids to Moloch, having sex with animals, okay, doing all types of abominable acts, okay. For whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the souls that commit them shall be cut off from among their people. Therefore shall ye keep mine ordinance, that ye commit not any one of these abominable customs which were committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein. I am Yahweh, your power. Okay, and that's right. So, simple reading, and you can find out in the scripture, look, you're supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be involved in that. You're supposed to be picking up yourself in those type of actions. You know? You're supposed to be, that's not part of your diet, okay? It's not a healthy diet, okay, to do those things. You could catch all types of diseases, man. Not even just that, it's fucking abominable. It's an animal, man. You know, here it is, you got these women in America that are marrying their animals, you know, and cheating on cheating on their husbands, committing adultery with a fucking animal, okay, letting the animal ride up in you, okay. Then on top of that, all the younger women that have been taught this from those older women, and how? Because when the wicked are multiplied, Esau Edom puts this shit up on the internet. And it's only a click away from your finger. So nowadays you got who knows what age watching this type of shit, home alone with an animal, and this type of acts happen. Because the wicked are in charge. Job 9:24. Proverbs chapter, what is that, 29 and 2? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And guess what? This is a part of mourning. Okay? When the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. This is all part of mourning, man. Leviticus chapter 20, verse 15. If a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast. Yeah, so she and that beast should have been put to death. Okay? Those so-called Muslims should have known better. Okay? Because they even talk about that in the Quran. Okay? And if a woman approach unto any beast and lie down thereto, thou shalt kill the woman. Thou shalt kill the woman. And the beast, they shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Okay? In this society, she gets to walk around freely. So-called spending her millions. Don't worry yourself to death about my action. And who knows, she might be a Hamite, she might be an Israelite, but the topic at hand is this an abominable act, man. This is abominations. That's the main topic at hand. You know, not who is she and what tribe she's from. You know, it's just how free these people let these abominable acts happen in the world. Okay? And why? Because an unrighteous king is ruling. What does that tell us in I know this might be a little bit of a long video, but hey, man, it's fucking sick, man. Sirach chapter 10 and verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man, what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Okay? And yes, an unwise king destroyeth his people, and he's destroying his people with all these type of nasty things, man. Like I said, there was a incident where this woman had died from sleeping with an animal. Okay? You're not supposed to be doing those type of things, man. As a matter of fact, even if you go in onto a woman, let's just say this for a second. When a woman is on her menstrual cycle, that is a dangerous thing to be doing, having sex. Okay? Because there's a whole bunch of abominable fluids that your body is pushing out and trying to get rid of, okay? You ain't supposed to fucking try to shove that back in her. And you ain't supposed to be shoving anything up in there from you. You understand? So you could get sick. That doesn't, that don't make it. What if even worse, you got a cut and she's bleeding, next thing you know, you catch something else. Okay? I mean, there's different situations. I mean, if I took, 20 minutes to go and blah, 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 type it up, hey, man, it would show you a list why you shouldn't have sex on your period. Okay? Why you shouldn't have sex with different men. Why you shouldn't have sex with animals. And damn near the fucking Google could tell you that. Okay? But the scriptures is telling you that. You ain't supposed to be doing these type of actions. God damn. But an unwise king destroyeth his people, and Esau eat them. So is the ruler, right? So is all his officers, the people, all them that dwell in the city they're in, man. Because they let these type of actions go. You legalize this type of shit. I remember in Canada, they had said, Justin Trudeau, he had said something, you can only let it, rub and lick. I hate to use this language, but we gotta bring these things out. This guy legalized it in 2000, I think it was like 18 or something, 1918, so that you could rub and lick. And then after, I think penetration became a issue, and these people are sick, man. Which one of these women are actually gonna follow? Yeah, you know what? Just let it do that, and hunky dory, everything's good. I'll just go on my way. You go on your way. No, she's gonna engage in the full thing. Okay. Who's there to stop her, Esau? Who's there to drum in her fucking mind? Don't do these type of things, or your ass can be put to death. Okay. Now, if this was a system, if this was a righteous kingdom, and this woman had any inkling, thought of that in her mind, okay, she'd be worried. Meaning she would know, yo, it says in the law that I could be put to death for this type of shit, yo. She'd go way, way far. She wouldn't even do that in her house. She'd go some remote fucking desert island somewhere underneath a tree, underneath a tree in a fucking bunker in the ground, okay? In pitch black. You kidding me? When the laws, statutes, and commandments are intact, none of this shit will be happening in our kingdom. Even if when you fucking heathens get the inkling in your mind, even if you get a thought, a smell, a drift in your damn mind, we'll beat your ass. Let you know what's up, okay? Now let's go to Deuteronomy to concrete what it was telling us in Leviticus, that we shouldn't be following these things, because what does it tell you right here? Leviticus, or Deuteronomy, chapter 12, start from 28. Observe and hear all these words which I command thee, that it may go well with thee, and with thy children after thee forever, when thou doest that which is good and right in the sight of Yahweh thy power. Right. Listen to all these laws, statutes, commandments, keep them to the best of your ability. And that, when you're doing those things, walking by that faith, which pleases the Lord, without that faith, it's impossible. And if you, have that faith, you're going to be keeping these things. This is your belief, right? So those things are going to please the Lord. Okay? It's going to make him happy. It's going to put a smile on his face. You understand? But let's continue. When Yahweh thy power shall cut off the nations from before thee, whither thou goest to possess them, and thou succeedest them, and dwellest in their land, take heed to thyself that thou be not snared by following them, after that they be destroyed from before thee, and that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? even so will I do likewise. And that's the problem right there. You get enchanted, okay? And like I said, a lot of these nations, how they serve their God, by doing a lot of this folly, okay? Goat sex, dog sex, cow sex, horse sex, mutilations, self-mutilations, you know, all types of stuff, sacrificing their kids, you know, even that, taking young children, okay, let me say it like that, innocent children, and you know what I mean by that, like, because Job chapter 4 and 7 tells you that none perish being innocent, but under that certain age, you understand, they're not adult yet. They take them, okay, and they do sacrifices under their gods with them too, okay. So the Lord is telling you, don't follow after this fucking folly. Don't follow after this shit, okay? Because they're abominations. Verse 31, thou shalt not do so. So the Lord is telling us back in verse 30, this is a snare and trap onto you. Don't follow after those things, okay? Thou shalt not do so unto Yahweh thy power, for every abomination to Yahweh, which he hateth, have they done unto their gods. See? Sleeping with animals, sleeping with fish, chickens, whatever they could grab a hold of, man. Okay? And I'm not about to go research, hey, I know it from the scriptures, and guess what? These people out here, they're committing these abominable acts. They're so brave and proud about it that they speak about it. That girl on YouTube, 10 reasons you should sleep with an animal. They promote these type of things too. A lot of those people, hey, some of those people actually don't even do those things, but they promote it. Just like when that gay era was coming up, a lot of people said that Lady Gaga, she was trying to pass off as one of them, and they're like, are you married? And she goes, yeah, I have a husband. So they're like, yeah, what the fuck is going on here? A lot of those women, okay, we're just running the coattail of that, okay? So there's a lot of people who are just into promoting things, but at the same time, you're promoting it, man. You're promoting it. You might say, oh, well, I ain't doing it, but you're still promoting it, okay? Via making money off of it, speaking about it as if it's okay and it's all right, you're promoting it. And I'm pretty sure it was Lady Gaga, But anyways, continuing. Thou shalt not do so unto Yahweh thy power, for every abomination to Yahweh, which he hateth, they, Slakia, have they done unto their gods. For even their sons and daughters they have burned in the fire to their gods. Going back to Moloch, okay? What things soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it. Okay, adding to the word and taking away from the word, or trying to throw in some abominable acts, okay, or trying to take away any righteous acts. You don't have to keep the Sabbath. We can eat pork, and that's these individuals nowadays who claim to be Israelites, of the circumcision, saying these type of things. It's fucking crazy. Okay, but anyways, let's get one last scripture here. I'm gonna close out. I know this was a little bit long, but I must needs be read this scripture here. You know where I'm going. I'm just jump straight to the point. I was gonna read the whole thing, but you could read from you could read the whole thing, okay? But let me just jump straight to the point. Romans 1 and 28. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, remember going back to Sirach, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, okay? They thought they had something, Even right here, it says that they profess themselves to be wise. They became fools. You can't jump. You can't escape from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliceness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, and those proud actions, abominable actions, boasters, and they boast about it. I got these millions, so what? I didn't kill anybody, bitch. You just marked yourself. Inventors of evil things, right there. Let's go bang these dogs to Serapis Crispies, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, implacable, unmerciful, Slakia, who, knowing the judgment of God, because you heard this growing up, I don't care if you heard it from a pastor, I don't care if you heard it from Pork Chop Pastor, I don't care, you heard it, okay? You knew it, okay? Nobody had to tell you that, hey, there's scripture in there that tells you shouldn't sleep with animals, okay? You fucking shouldn't sleep with animals, okay? Anyways, who know the judgment of God, that, and like I said, you would have had an aunt, you would have had a grandmother or somebody within your square or circle that would have told you that, right? That they which commit such things are worthy of death. Not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Okay? And that's y'all individuals. Y'all have pleasure in those things. Y'all get off on those things. Okay? Letting a dog frack your nanny. Put all his juice up in your nanny. You don't know what the hell could happen to you in 5 years. And remember, I must say, she gonna act like a real bitch now, because every woman that sleeps with her partner retains their semen. So now she's got semen up in her. I remember there was an article that said that there was this woman that died. I don't know if she was a porn artist or something. And there was some, I think she died with some kind of like brain something or something like that. And they had found semen in her neck. Or, I can't remember how they phrased it or worded it. But you could go look this shit up. But they have found that she had retained 10 different partners' semen. Okay? Now that's fucking nasty. That's why we tell, and doctors and scientists will tell you this. Okay? That's why we tell you women, the scriptures says what it says for a reason, man. You're not a male. We don't retain no fucking eggs from you. Okay? And that's why we tell you males too, you don't go into a woman when she's on her menstrual. That's an abominable act, man. That's nasty. Okay? It's disgusting. She's on her filthy menstrual cycle, releasing all the toxins in her body from years, from weeks, from whatever. Okay? So anyways, this is a sick society, man. That's why we tell you guys, like, look, you taking pleasure in that shit, but that shit can kill you. Now, that lady that had retained that shit in her throat or her neck or whatever, in her spinal, I think that's what it was, in her spine or some shit like that, in her neck, like up in the spine and the neck or whatever. She was sucking off niggas, man. And that's what you get for being, though I mean rude in speech, but not in knowledge. That's what you get for doing those abominable acts. Now, this woman and many other women that do that type of stuff to dogs, they got it all retained in their neck too, and all in their stomach, and You know how these people are. Any hole fits, you know. So I don't want to ruin nobody's lunch, but hey, this is the type of shit that uh you know happens in a society ran by the so-called white man. Okay, this will never happen in the kingdom, never. Okay, and how people like vocab, what do people like vocab have to say about shit like this? Nothing, nothing. Okay, they got nothing to say about shit like this. What they gotta say? Yo, just believe on Jesus. He'll save you. I don't even like saying that name. Believe JC. He'll save you. You'll be all right. Just don't do it again. What if it happens again? Well, you know, just pray to JC that he takes that away from you, you know? Okay. Boom, they do it again and again and again. One day they get in a car accident dead. A vocab, is she gonna be saved? Because she believed on JC and she kept messing up? The Lord knoweth your heart? Don't worry, he'll fix you up. Yeah, he fixed her up all right. Put her ass to death. You know? Peradventure the dog was in the car too, and both their blood shall be upon themselves. But anyways, Akim, it's lucky about making this so long, but hey, you gotta speak on these matters, man. And that's why we're out here defending the gospel. And when it comes to subjects like this, the Lord needs men, okay, to stand up and speak. Because you'll have these other sissy guys in these camps and these sissy pastors that won't go over these type of things. They'll just say, oh, it's sin. Okay? We just read that these were abominable acts that these other nations committed. And unto the Lord, these things are abominable for you Israelites to be committed. So, hey, with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing his word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity. Matthew chapter 24 and 13 to you all. Shalom Akim, and Wa Abad Babad.